How about this? You two, you're not soldiers, you're not warriors, you're just murderers. You massacred people who'd done nothing wrong. You're mass murderers. And they didn't even have to atone for it. No one had to atone for it. Reiner didn't have to atone. Annie didn't have to atone. I mean, Bert got fucked. Get fucked, Bert. But it's like... So basically, after everyone gets untitanized, right, all the shifters come out at the same time. And with tears in their eyes, they just start thanking Eren for what he did. Every single one of them. This includes Reiner. This includes fucking everyone. What? So, the Alliance, why did they exist again? They literally existed to prevent genocide. They wanted to stop the Founding Titan from using its powers to wipe out the Earth. And they're literally thanking him for not wiping out 20% of the Earth. Because they're now in a really good spot. Like, what? Are you kidding me, bro? They were all banding together to stop this super monster from wiping out the world, and then he wipes out 80% of the world and leaves them in a good spot. They're all like, oh yeah, thanks bro, you really were the coolest guy. I just think it's weird, because like, sure, at least the Eldian forces knew that Eren wasn't all bad, but the warriors didn't, and Annie and Reiner still get like emotional about the sacrifice. I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. And speaking of Annie, dude, Annie, I hate Annie as a character, and here's why. Let's look at what she did this whole story as a character. What'd she do? So she infiltrates the wall with Reiner and the boys. So we get the whole thing with the female Titan. She just starts slaughtering the Survey Corps. She single-handedly wipes out like 70% of the current active Survey Corps after getting to know all of them, right? So that was like a calculated like, wow, that's kind of fucked up. You're doing this obviously like for a greater goal, but like that was fucked up. Okay. And then she gets into her big fight with Eren in the city after getting caught, and she goes crystal mode. Okay. She's crystalled out of the story. 100 chapters go by. Where the fuck did Annie go? Oh, there she is. All right, Annie's back in the story. What's she doing? She's eating pie. Funny Annie, classic. Yeah, no, so let's stop fighting. We kind of need all the power we could get. Yeah, Annie, why don't you just help us out? Oh yeah, sure. We'll forget about all that. Like, what? So Annie literally like doesn't get punished at all for what she did, which was just mass murder of civilians. Whether she thought it was wrong or not doesn't mean jack shit. She was sent there to just massacre people. And she gets her best possible ending because her dad didn't die. That was the only other little part of her that even had character, right? She would have little flashbacks to her dad teaching her how to kick and shit. Or like, even if the whole world's against you, I'm with you, Annie. And it's like, okay, cool, but he's in Marley, so he's just gonna die, right? To the rumbling, right? So he's just in Marley, right? The place that got fucking rumbled. So he should be dead, but he's not. In fact, he's alive, and they get to reunite, and that's all. She just gets a happy ending. She went out, failed her mission, killed a bunch of people, and got to reunite with her dad. So, yeah, nice character. The worst part, her dad survived from Marley, right? So hypothetically, unless you want to tell me some weird freak accident happened where only Annie's dad made it out of Marley getting stomped, I'm sure a good amount of them are left. And these are the people that literally are the starters of this entire fucking war. So when you rumbled 80% of the world, you didn't even start by killing off entirely the people in the war. You left them alive. You left alive people who, before you rumbled the entire world, had reasons to kill you. Why? And they're still alive. Are you... Ancestry people, like people who give a shit about their ancestors a lot, will 100% go to war over this. If you tell me realistically this nation of people just fucking annihilated the world, like as soon as you're off your ass and you have a force good enough to take them out, you take them out. They killed the whole world. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It literally makes no sense, right? So these seeds of revenge are just waiting to be sowed because they probably didn't kill everyone in Marley, right? It's not a wild stretch to guess that if one person from Marley lived, more people from Marley lived. And this is where a lot of that concentrated hatred was. They're not going to just be like, oh, okay, yeah, no, you guys killed literally my entire town and the rest of the world. No more Titans though? Yep, that's good. Them not being Titans isn't going to take away the fact that they were on the side of the dude who just purged the earth. He didn't really feel like a neutral enemy at this point. He felt like he came from paradise. That was their perspective. Everyone wanted to kill the giant attack titan and wipe out paradise. It wasn't just, yeah, we'll stop the attack titan and then just leave paradise alone. That was never a thing, right? If anything, they just take them over because they're weak now and they have all this fucking moon rock under the base. Also, let's just mention that as soon as everyone gets untitanized and the wave of the last military on the ground meets up with the untitanized shifters and they ask them what's good, they get talk no jutsu'd by Armin. Armin just is like, yeah guys, don't shoot, and they're like, all right. Like, what? Why is it not on site? I don't get it at all. That's not how war works.
Why didn't Reiner die? Reiner's whole character had him wanting to be a hero, so why didn't he die? Why is he alive saying that Eren, what a man you are, and then later sniffing Historia's letter? He should have died in this fight and sacrificed his life to save humanity. That's a satisfying end to the character Reiner Braun. Why is he now just a creep? This is so disappointing. Another fantastically written character is completely destroyed. It's so sad. Why doesn't Armin call out Eren for the rumbling, and why isn't he more mad about this? The entire point of the Alliance was to stop him, so why isn't he more upset over this so-called goal that resulted in the death of millions? All Armin cares about is why did Eren have to hurt Mikasa's feelings, and why did Eren beat him up at that meeting? Why is his final line, "Thank you for becoming a fucking mass murderer, genociding so many for our sake"? It looks like Armin forgave Eren when all of Eren's decisions seemed like they were done on a whim now. What was the point in all of them turning into Titans, John, Connie, Gabby, and have them all revert back? It feels so pointless and really sours the mood, honestly. Attack on Titan has always been about the cruelty of the world, and yet here we have everyone returning to normal so Eren can be like some great value Jesus. John and Connie not dying is nice, I guess, but why have them come to terms with their deaths, which was a change from John since he wanted to survive at all costs to now being okay with dying for humanity. It just feels like a wasted storyline. All of that felt like the droids versus Gungans during the Phantom Menace. And why is Attack on Titan so bad that's reminding me of that? Fuck.
I said Armin thinking Eren was dumb. The Alliance thinking Eren is so stupid to me, bro. Connie makes sense because his mom came back, right? But everybody else is like, bro, this entire time, Eren told y'all in 123, look, I'm doing this to protect you guys. I'm doing this for y'all. It's like, as soon as you hear him say, you know what, I didn't finish it. I did 80% of the rumbling for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all. It's like, oh my God, Eren, what a man you are. I love you, bro. Even Annie's like, what? This entire time that y'all are so against genocide, but when the genocide benefits y'all and y'all ideals, it's, oh man, I love you, Eren. No, bruh. Why are you thanking him? I don't care. Like, you should not be thanking him. It's just dumb. Like, it is. And Reiner's character is it's not as bad as people say it is, but it's like Reiner stiffing the letter is forced and weird, and they need to fucking beat her. This is stupid, man. It's not even comic relief. This is weird. What the fuck? You stiffing a letter, bro? Reiner's a great character. He's like, his last moment is that. This is dumb. I wish that at one point Levi, like, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. Half of your fucking people was dead because of this stupid bitch Annie, who doesn't even regret her actions, who just killed them in the most gruesome ways. At least Reiner has remorse in it, and Reiner's a great character. I think Annie's not a good character. She's better off not coming out that crystal. Honestly, I swear to God. I'm not saying Levi should go kill her, but that's a girl over there, man. At least talk to her one time. It's entire rumbling arc, even around, I think the late 120s when Yelena was talking to everybody, right, letting out steam. Why didn't nobody check Annie? I know Levi was there. Levi don't have to check Annie because they all experienced loss, man. Annie was a fucking problem and nobody said anything to her, man. I know it's the whole thing, she's a child soldier, it wasn't like it was built into her. No, Annie was doing that shit for her own gain to get back to her dad. Just because she didn't get back to her dad doesn't make it good, bro. It's like, no, she did it in the most gruesome and just fucked up way. I know her outlook on life was so messed up. She's legit a psychopath. I just needed Levi to say something to her, at least, bro, something, man. It's just left untouched, and her only purpose is to be fucking Armin's fuck buddy, I guess. Ariani, that stupid shit. That shit makes no sense, bro. They have like no interaction. They just like, I don't know, come out the crystal. Armin, bro, I fuck with you. No, it's forced and just dumb. It's fan service. I don't care. The whole Annie coming back is being greeted with some fucking pie on her face. That is comical. That bitch is a fucking mass murderer. I need more seriousness than that. I don't care. It turned into a fucking just, I don't know what, just turned into a fucking comedy. AOT's a fucking comedy now. We've been blind, my bros. It's all a comedy. It's always been a fucking comedy. Speaking of fan fictions, this whole damn chapter feels like a goddamn fan fiction, bruh. Oh my God. At this point, I'm just repeating shit, but bro, Armin thanked Eren for committing genocide, bro. You committed genocide for us. No matter how this is so bro, everybody in LT is so fucking selfish. You commit genocide for us, you're the best, bro. Listen, man, y'all were so against it, but as long as it benefits y'all, genocide is good, huh? Fuck off. You might as well finish the shit.
Jesus. Okay. So then let's talk about Armin's character. So keep in mind, Armin has done nothing after he ate Bertolt other than come up with the plan to save Eren when he attacked Marley. That's all Armin has done for the series since since then. Before Bertolt, Armin was a great character. My second favorite after Eren. Great character, well written. He was a coward, but he was smart. He was brave when he needed to be when it came down to it. Even though he couldn't help himself. That's why it's so easy to connect with Armin, because yeah, you would be terrified in a situation like this, but at the end of the day, he still was brilliant. Came up with plans on the fly for the most part. Sometimes, you know, he struggled, but he's young, you know, and we thought he'd grow up to be an Erwin kind of guy, and you could kind of see that towards the end of this chapter. All due respect, he does kind of take on that leadership role like he should have done a while ago, but okay, fine. But this guy was just written so poorly. Even now, he goes back to the scene where they're sitting at the table and he attacks Eren. So let's check it out. Right? Armin is always talking about peace and shit, right? You got people literally from Marley, literally killing, turning people into the Titans, sending them over here and killing everyone. You know, everyone that Armin knew that died was because of Marley's decisions and Marley's actions, right? They're all dying like constantly, nonstop, getting eaten by Titans because of Marley. So Eren being upset at Marley, not justifiable. Can't be upset at them. You have to talk to them, Eren. They're just people like us. Let's talk to them and get to know them and see why they're acting this way, Eren. Let's have a dialogue with them. We don't have to fight. Kill, Eren. Fight. That's all you want to do. You're so evil, Eren. Eren says, Mikasa, I don't like you. I disliked you. Eren, how dare you say that? I'm gonna fucking attack you right away. I don't care about talking anymore. What? And then you're gonna say, did you really have to need me? Bitch, did you really have to punch me? I was just talking to you, remember? Don't you like talking? You're gonna punch me because you didn't like what I had to say, bitch? Isn't this what you're advocating against? Didn't you not want me to fight, you fucking hypocrite? Instead of Armin sitting down and saying, okay, Eren, you said that I've ate Bertolt and Bertolt is controlling my thoughts. Okay, well, maybe people are controlling your thoughts then. That's a perfectly valid argument that Armin could have made, but instead, no, he jumps across the table and attacks Eren, proving himself to be a fucking hypocrite, because obviously violence, you believe in violence at some point, so literally genocide and killing your whole nation is not a reason for violence, but hurting one single person's feelings is? Are you serious? Even now, he's still harping back to it. Why would you say that to Mikasa? Of all the things this dude is doing, I don't want to talk about Mikasa. That's not important right now. What's important is he's killing the whole world, dude. Fuck his relationship with Mikasa is one person. She's not that fucking important. What the fuck are you talking about? Armin making this face and then going like this is not inherently wrong until right here. Did you really need to go there for? Was all of this for our sake? Armin's destroyed again. Armin was completely against genocide. Right now is when he should punch Eren. This is when he should be punching him. Like, you were my best friend is what he should be saying right now. You and I went through the same shit. I went through the same shit that you did. I lost people. I watched my whole family destroyed. I don't think about the world like you do though, Eren. I'm not gonna put other people through what I had to go through. That should have been that's Armin's argument right now. That's the only thing that should be coming out of his mouth. But he's talking about, did you really need to go that far? How many people did you want him to kill? Was a 60 a good number? 50? Okay, you didn't go too far. You killed a few people. How many innocent people did you want him to kill, Armin? Are you on the side of murdering innocent people? I thought that was what you were against. How far did you want this man to go? So this shit right here, right? Armin realizing this and then holding Eren's hand. This is also wrong. Armin should not be showing this man any sympathy because Armin knows what he has done. This is not the Eren that he grew up with. They're not on the same wavelength. This man has killed so many people or is going to kill so many people. Armin should not be friendly with this person, but he's the one reaching out to grab him. Armin looking down. Eren, thank you. Just thanked Eren for destroying the whole world. It's like opposite day. He thanked Eren. Armin Arlert thanked Eren for destroying the whole world. The whole entire world. 20% left. Millions and millions of people. He thanked him. He said thank you. That would be like if Iron Man said thank you to Thanos. Thank you? That'd be like if Naruto said thank you to Pain. Thank you? For turning yourself into a mass murderer for our sake. Terrible. This is the death of his character. Any character that Armin had left was completely destroyed. He's a piece of shit now. He went from being a bad character to a piece of shit. He's worse than Eren. Well, he's not worse than Eren, but he's just as bad as Eren. Just as bad as him. You're literally condoning it. You're justifying his decision. You're not only justifying, you're grateful. He did something that you personally are proud of. You're happy that he did. You're happy he killed millions of people, Armin? But you don't like violence. This is the most violent act ever done in the history of time. And there ever will be. And you are thanking him. Wow, that's crazy. I won't let this transgression go to waste. But you did. First of all, you did. But second of all, it wasn't in your power to not let it go to waste anyway. How in the world could you control the fact that people are going to go to war or future when you, even after you die? What are you going to do? He says it as if he has the power to control the minds of the masses. Even when given the reins, you were literally the commander of the scouts. You commanded nothing the whole fight. Levi was commanding. You didn't command shit. You got caught by Ymir and saved, luckily. But they wanted you to win, so you didn't earn it. You definitely didn't earn it. Because if they wanted you to lose, you would have lost. Ymir had you. It was over. All you had to do was eat you. But she left you live. This right here, them hugging. Terrible. Armin should never be hugging him. So I remember it all. That conscious damn fool. Conscience, this damn fool. What are you talking about, bro? Why are y'all on his side now? What the fuck did he say to you? Weren't y'all trying to kill him? So basically what you're saying is him wanting to destroy the whole world is not cool unless he's doing it for us. See, now, when you say it that way, I didn't realize you were doing it for us. I thought you were just doing it for you. But now that I know you my homie, we good, my guy. Do your thing. No, y'all didn't want that. Y'all wanted to kill him. Y'all did not want him to destroy the world. For whatever reason, y'all did not want that. He did it, but he left 20% alive, and now you're crying for him? Because he didn't do it completely? So if he did 100%, then you'd be okay. Then you'd be upset. What kind of logic is this? Are you serious? And then Reiner, Eren, what a man you are. Eren said that my mother would also become a human again. Fuck you, Connie. Fuck you and your mama. You tried to feed Falco to her. You thought I forgot about that shit, bitch? The character's 50 times better than you, with 50 times less screen time. Don't you ever try to kill Falco, you piece of shit. And he told us to live long lives, but what about you? He never asked for your help, you reckless idiot. So all these people, they're being contradictory, right? They're all cool with Eren destroying 80% of the world, as long as he doesn't destroy 20%. They're cool with that. So all of this is completely trash. It's trash. All three of those panels are garbage. Annie gets her happy ending. I want to speak with him too. What are you talking about, Pete? You already spoke with Eren. Remember when you talked with him and you said you didn't want to be on his side? Shut up. Annie gets her happy reunion. Why does she get this? Why does Annie deserve this? What has Annie done other than just hurt people? That's all she did. She hurt people, and then when she got caught, she hid like a coward and didn't come clean and help them out. Hid like a coward for years until the perfect opportunity came where she could run away like a little bitch. And then try to pretend like she wanted to help save somebody. She only wanted to help save her dad. That's all she's cared about the whole series, and she got rewarded for that. This character was the most selfish character in the whole show. She got rewarded for that. She said, fuck Bertolt, fuck Reiner, I wanted to see my dad. And she gets it. She gets what she wants. Eren, the character who went through everything, every single struggle there possibly was, sacrificed everything, he can't even complete his mission. Welcome back. I returned safely, father. This is so weak. Where's Marco? Where's Marco? Marco's not important enough to show up here? Oh, he's not a main enough character? Marco had this man questioning his whole identity. What did Sasha do for him? She didn't do nothing for this man. Nothing for his character. It was just cool. She's important enough to see, but not Marco. And how are they seeing her? Historia's handwriting is so beautiful, I can't stop looking. It even smells nice too. The man, Reiner, is simping over a married woman with a kid who's never shown him one single ounce of any type of look. How many times did I tell you to stop lusting after a married woman? How disgusting. This man is thirsty for Mikasa. Literally second place man. I never saw Gene be with Mikasa because he deserves better from a love interest than to be a second fiddle and chase after a girl who has no interest in him while she's chasing after a dude who has no interest in her. He could do better than that. And I want it better for him. They're just cool with Annie and Reiner. They killed Marco, cold-bloodedly murdered him. Y'all cool with these niggas? What did they do to make y'all so cool with each other? Marco is rolling in his grave. They fed him to a Titan alive, broke his arm and killed him.
And the absurd part is that while everyone knew of his plan, once he finished that genocide of 4/5 of humanity, they started thanking him. How are you guys mad at him for damn near, what, 10 to 20 chapters and then start thanking him even after all those children, mothers he killed. That makes no sense at all.
And this whole sequence with Armin and Eren and Path, Armin is more upset at Eren at the fact that Eren hurt Mikos' feelings than he is at Eren like killing 80% of humanity.
Exactly.
Like, oh my god, bro. And even Reiner, they all come back. Reiner's like, oh, Eren, you're such a good man. Really, Reiner? You thanking Eren for committing genocide? Reiner, you literally wanted to commit suicide because of your guilt for like killing like all of Parody.
Yes.
Yeah, like, but now you're thanking Eren for doing
killing
it.
80%. You know how much billions of people that is, if not millions.
It's so bad, bro. It's so bad. Even Peak or Annie, who says, "What's stopping Paradise from like blowing up her ship right now?" The Jaegers have all the reason to kill the scouts. They have all the reason to kill Annie and Reiner. Annie and Reiner, they literally destroyed an entire city, broke down the whole walls.
And
Armin literally says, "Oh, I'm the one who killed Eren Yeager." Bro, the Jaegers don't like that you killed Eren.
Yeah, exactly.
They wanted the rumbling, and now you, Armin, the one who's saying, "Oh, I killed Eren Yeager. I'm the one who stopped the rumbling." We're supposed to believe that the Jaegerists, the fascist military, isn't gonna kill you the moment you step on the island.
Just think about it, right? Hypothetically, let's say your enemy is way greater than you, and he has the ability to transform a Titan, and he caused a huge amount of damage. And then so afterwards, when everything happens, your enemy becomes a regular human. Are you not gonna attack? That's the perfect time to attack.
Exactly. And
I'm reading 137, and you get that discussion between Armin and Zeke. And at that point, I was like, okay, all right, are we getting to the meaning of this? How does this all tie together? And they start talking about the meaning of life. And the meaning of life is just to live. And that's fine, but it's just like, it kind of negates Zeke's euthanization plan of like sterilizing everybody. And in that context, okay, so there's more to life than multiplying. But in that regards, it kind of proves Zeke right. If the message is that life is worth living simply because you're alive, like, so life's purpose isn't to multiply. So euthanize them. I was like, so Zeke has a flip around where he's like, okay, you know, I'm enjoying this beautiful day. If only I didn't kill so many people. Like, what? Who says that? Like, the day sure is great. It's a bummer about all those people that I killed. Levi, come over here. But then it's like, all of the past Titan shifters come alive, and there's this cheesy as fuck scene where everybody's coming together, and they're like, oh yeah, Armin, we're just gonna go through paths and fix it for you. And it's like, I guess so. And you get everybody helping each other out, and you get an Avengers Endgame moment where they're like, on your left, and Bertolt is like knocking somebody away from Annie, and it's like, okay. And then you have like everybody banding together, okay, we're all being united by Eren, but what is the point of this? How is this going to be resolved? And it's like, holy fuck, and Annie doesn't get reunited with her dad right away, and, you know, Reiner is fighting off the worm, and there's all of these, like, great moments of, like, is Reiner gonna die? Holy shit, Jean, Connie, and Gabby are dead, and it's like, holy shit, did Eren's plan actually work? What's gonna happen to the worm? What is Ymir doing? And then you get to the finale, and it's like, fuck, this sucks. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Like,
I'm here to focus on the writing of this because that's what I know how to properly analyze. So to break it down, here's what we're going to talk about in order because there are just some things I do not want to touch with this bullshit. The glorification of genocide. Fuck that. Ymir's love. Fuck that too. And Mikos' ending because goddamn I am disappointed but somehow not surprised. The glorification of genocide. I hate it here. I don't even know where to begin. Eren murdered 80% of humanity, crushed innocent people beneath the feet of the Wall Titans, pushed them to the edge of a cliff and into the ocean to drown, giving us these panels which are probably the most fucked up things I've ever seen in my life. But everyone is crying over him at the end and forgives him. Pardon? I didn't know we had a nice steaming hot cup of dumbassery before we started this. So you're telling me that Eren murdered 80% of humanity, committed literal genocide to the point that there is only 20% of the entire world left, but we forgive him because, oh, he did it for the right reasons! Is that what you smoke? You smoke crack?
I was one of the people early on saying Levi should be dead. Levi should have died a long time ago, that he was still around. You know why? Fabs service. This is how a lot of animes end, with garbage, trash fan service. It happens with every anime. Go back and watch all of them. The writer gets to put in things, appease the fan base, just to get them to, oh, this is for you guys. And now they gave it to Mikasa. She gets to make the final call because she was in love with Eren this whole time.
Armin goes, Eren, thank you for turning yourself into a mass murderer for our sake. I swear I won't let this transgression go to waste. So it went from, wow, you killed 80% of humanity, to, can't believe you said that nasty thing to Mikasa, to, you did a world genocide for me? If you are a fan of Armin, how can you be happy with this characterization? This is, oh, you did all these killings for me? Like, that's ridiculous. No one would say that. I know some people are being like, oh, well, the real translation says, thank you for turning yourself into a devil for our sake. But the message is still the same. Thanks for doing all them murders, bruv, real good. Reiner saying, Eren, what a man you are. Why are you simping for someone that mass murdered your home? Annie gets to see her father again. Mikasa takes Eren's head to give him a burial under the tree that we saw in the beginning. They are very far away from the island, hundreds of kilometers away, right? She really walked hundreds of miles or kilometers back to the island with a head that was decomposing. Say that took like a good month or so. How would you get to Paradise, which is an island across an ocean? There's no trees left, they've all been stomped. Don't worry though, because Izuyama just puts in a time skip of a few years so we can cover up that plot hole really hastily. Then Annie's dad is like, look, Eren's dead. This other bloke is like, really? Armin's like, look, I'm going to use my facts and logic. By the way, what an absolute arsehole. Zeke, a king antinatalist, was trapped in the past dimension, probably for maybe hundreds of years, who knows, because the past dimension works differently, right? Timeless. So he's trapped in this dimension, mulling over his, antinatalism. Armin talks to him for a couple of paragraphs, and then he's like, do you know what? Yeah, all right, I'll come help you, and then he just dies. Useless. That Armin's real Titan power is just being able to talk so that the plot finds it really convenient. I am Armin Alert, an Eldian of the Paradise Islands. I am the one who killed the attack Titan Eren Yeager. Said he didn't because Mikasa did, but obviously, Armin's got to be the one to save the world, even though Armin does fuck all. My work's done, and Barney's like, you didn't do anything. And he's like, didn't I? That's Armin throughout the majority of Attack on Titan. Now the Alliance are together on a boat. Reiner sniffs Historia's handwriting and Jean is doing his hair. They're on their way to Paradise Islands and they're having banter and they're all buddy-buddy. Two problems with this. Firstly, no consequences. So Jean and Connie had been turned into Titans by the end of the last chapter, but that got reverted. I could see that was going to happen. But there's no consequences. Pieck turned that whole village with Zeki into Titans and, most of them died off. Annie, I rewatched the first season. She was having a lot of fun killing all those soldiers, swinging them around and stuff. No consequences. Reiner, but by them attacking the walls on Paradise Islands in the first place, that caused the deaths of hundreds of thousands of people. So there's absolutely no consequences for this group. And not only that, but even though some of them have directly caused the death of each other's friends and family, they're all buddy. Now, there would be something in showing that development, showing people being able to move past probably one of the most horrific things you can do to another person, killing their friends and family, right? Awful. It would have been brilliant to see that sort of character development, but Izuyama just threw in a time skip so you didn't have to bother to explain that.
And Eren, Dark Eren, thank you for being a mass murderer. Bro.
That line. Oh my god. Thank you for being a mass murderer for our sake. That can't be the official line. I refuse to believe that's the official
line. Out of there's two lines that got me that I was like, that can't be official. That one and Reiner saying, yo, Eren was a real man.
Yo, he was so cool. While they're all crying, he was so cool.
Also, can we just talk about in the end for Reiner to be smelling that letter like that?
That was really weird, yeah.